Women, what's the creepiest situation you've had to deal with? I don't think I'm safe enough to go to frat parties anymore because last time I met this guy named Eric, I was drinking with my friends and when they left I decided to kick back and stay for a while. When I started to throw up I told Eric to hold back my hair and that must have done it for him. We exchanged numbers and I left the party super excited to see him in school. But when I met up with him in our dining hall, I kept checking the time because I wanted to leave so badly. This wasn't the nice Eric who held my hand at the party. This guy was a total weirdo. He kept showing me his Cut My Hero Academia edits. Dude, we're in college, what are you doing? Then he started to grill me about what classes I was taking and pulled out his own Google Calendar and started to rearrange his so it would fit mine. I couldn't do this anymore. I slowly closed his laptop and nicely told him that this wasn't gonna work out and I had too many buzzballs that night. He shrugged it off and said no worries and left me alone. I thought that was that until the next day he was inside my dorm room cleaning my room. This is crazy for two reasons. 1, I don't have a roommate. I'm an RA. 2, he needed an ID to swipe to get in. I don't understand how he even got that. He was dusting the place like he lived there. That's when I knew something wasn't right, but I wasn't having it. I told him, I'm really not interested and I don't want to be friends either. I hope you can understand. He said he understood again, but I kept seeing him everywhere after that. First it was around campus and I thought I was overreacting because it was a small campus. So it wasn't creepy that he was in the library at the same time I was. It wasn't creepy that I'd go to grab lunch, and he'd bump into me at the campus cafe. I didn't even find it creepy when he'd see me and say, I think we'd really make an amazing couple if you'd just give me a chance. I thought he was just desperate. But when Eric suddenly appeared in one of my classes I knew I wasn't overreacting since he told me he was taking a completely different major than I was. This confirmed that this guy was full-blown stalking me. When I confronted him on it, he said he'd just changed his schedule and that this had nothing to do with me. But then he'd say that now we could walk to class together and hang out all the time, and joked about tricking me into liking him. It was clear that Eric wouldn't listen to me telling him I wasn't interested, so I started avoiding places I knew he might be. But then he'd somehow manage to find me elsewhere. No matter what I did, he was there. After about 2 weeks of this, I finally went to the dean's office to file a report. I explained how he was following me everywhere, and asked if there was anything they could do. The dean listened but then told me, unfortunately, without concrete evidence, there's not much we can do. Do you have any proof? Proof? It wasn't like I'd been recording our conversations. I walked out of that office feeling frustrated and helpless. It even made me wonder if I really was overreacting and my life wasn't actually in danger. But I also knew that I didn't feel safe around Eric and I wanted the dean to help me out. So, if he wanted proof, then I was going to give him some one way or another. I ended up researching for a way to be recording all the time because nowadays girls should be protected from these creeps, and I knew there was something that would help them. That's when I saw Tana Mongeau talk about an app called Reclip that allows people to record audio at all times on a 2-minute loop. Basically if someone says something and you want to capture it, it would let you. And I figured, this was the way out. If Eric was going to keep popping up, maybe I could catch him saying something that would prove he wasn't just casually bumping into me. So I downloaded it and let it do its magic. Unfortunately, I didn't have to wait long for him to approach me since he was outside my dorm building one day. He immediately told me, it's cute how you always leave your lights on until midnight. My stomach dropped. How did he know that? I was panicking internally, but I kept calm and let him keep talking.